The violent video game Fortnite is designed for teenagers.
What's happening?
But is being widely played by younger children like Michael, who is 11.
Yeah, you have to make sure no one kills you.
So you have to kill others.
Fortnite is the devil, and little Michael here, he's going on a murdering spree because he's the next Ted Bundy. So fathers, lock up your daughters, mothers, lock up your sons, because little fucking Michael is coming to take you out.
You shoot them, and then they just fall to the ground and die. It's not as brutal.
That's not brutal?
I wouldn't say brutal.
Ladies and gentlemen, g'day, how you going? Before I get into the video, let me just tell you this. Everyone's talking about subscribe to PewDiePie because T-Series is catching in subscribers. Well, have you noticed that T-Series has got me covered in subscribers? Only just, so make sure you go down there and hit the subscribe button. Fortnite, for those of you who don't know, is a video game where you can talk to your mates, you can shoot people who don't exist, and if you're like me, you can play it 20 times, realise you're fucking shit house, give up and move on with your life. It's the most popular game in the world, and rightfully so. It's very addictive, fun, and people fucking enjoy it. Now it's sort of on its downward spiral, but recently it's been in the news for all the wrong reasons.
Nikki is Michael's mum.
Come on, we're gonna go to school.
She's concerned about the impact the violent video game may have on her son.
This video from A Current Affair, for example, dates back 9 months, where they basically blamed Fortnite for everything that's going wrong in the world. What causes world hunger? Fortnite. What causes war? Fortnite. What causes obesity? Fucking Fortnite.
I didn't want to play it, and then until other people played it, and then now I'm addicted.
And the fear mongers that are A Current Affair, where journalistic integrity goes to die, fucking love stories like this. This is what they live and breathe for. What they do is they showcase something that everyone sort of knows about who's young or fucking knows what's going on in the world. They showcase it to the older generation. They all freak out, and then Fortnite's the worst fucking thing in the world.
Fortnite is a phenomenon, a game set in a virtual world in which the rule is kill or be killed. At times, it's had 3 million people playing at once. But it's the effect it may be having on gamers in the real world which is causing concern. It's being linked to a rise in violent behaviour.
Where is the fucking link? You're full of shit.
The latest alleged incident live streamed to thousands, and experts are warning it's only going to get worse.
Mr. Monday, what happened that night? D-Day for Luke Monday. It was a video game. Was it worth all this? The online gamer who doesn't like to be interrupted.
Can you not? I said I'll be out soon.
No computer, I'm sick of this.
Stop, please.
Charged with allegedly assaulting his pregnant partner who interrupted him during a live streaming game.
I will be out soon.
Don't hit me in the face.
A lot of people came out and a lot of people were blowing up about this, saying this man's horrible, and rightfully so. It's a pretty disgusting thing to happen. There was also a lot of people in the comment section saying you need to watch the whole video, and I did do that. I ended up watching the entire video, and there's a lot of arguing that goes back and forth, and what I can deduce from watching that is not who is at fault, but more or less they have a very toxic relationship. This case is not a case of Fortnite causing people to harm others. This is a case of a relationship that is all too real throughout Australia and the world, where domestic violence ensues. And this is the thing with domestic violence. Often it is the man who is blamed for the incident, and probably rightfully so in a lot of cases, but perhaps it is... See, this is the argument, right? This is the thing where people freak out. As soon as you start saying, it's not men that cause it, it's sometimes women, which it is in a lot of cases, and not a lot of cases. Oh, it gets really fucking difficult to talk about because people don't want to touch that with a 10-foot pole, and I understand why. But I guess all we can take away from this situation is the horrific circumstances in which they live in with their young children is horrible. And for anyone to hit someone else, regardless of your male or female, it is a terrible situation to be in and a horrible thing to do to another human being. And you absolutely should not do it, regardless of your gender. Your gender does not fucking matter. Do not hit people.
The Fortnite nightmare.
I can't say that I'm all that surprised at the recent events.
You're not surprised? You are a fucking idiot, mate. Are you serious?
And other online games are a growing obsession getting out of hand, according to those dealing with their repercussions.
Aggression and violence, when somebody is prevented from gaming, is certainly not unusual.
Monday reportedly plays for at least 8 hours a day, with over 4,000 games of Fortnite and 15,000 kills under his belt.
Video games don't cause violence. People cause violence. I'm sure we've all played Call of Duty. I've never shot someone. I'm sure we've all played Zelda. I've never stabbed someone. I'm sure we've all played Pokemon. I've never hit him with a Pikachu thing. Fucking hell, I should have done me research. Bulbasaur, Blastoise. What's Charmander's move? Fucked if I know. But my point is, video games don't make people do things. This was the same argument that was put forward when the Columbine shooting happened. These two guys who went through a high school and massacred so many people. They weren't to blame. Mental health wasn't to blame. Marilyn Manson was blamed. South Park was blamed. Heavy metal music was blamed. Foul language was blamed. The people involved in the situation are to blame. Bad parenting is to blame. Bad upbringings are to blame. Fuckwits are to blame. Not fucking video games, you cocksucker.
Monday's case is yet to be determined by the courts, but the bigger issue for the community is that violent game-related incidents are on the rise. Sydney man Daniel Chapman is now serving 3 years in jail after fatally stabbing his father Stephen because he interrupted his video game.
Police and paramedics arrived within minutes, but the 56-year-old couldn't be saved.
When he's asked to come to the dinner table, he continues on the computer, and I believe that's what the argument might have been over.
A 13-year-old girl died, and her younger brother is accused of shooting and killing her all over a video game.
Have you got any aggression, do you think, online, Luke?
We see that on a daily basis. Every day I'd have at least one parent tell me that there's been an aggressive response when they've tried to manage this stuff at home.
Watch what happens when this mum switches off the internet.
They're chucking tantrums. They're kids. I still chuck tantrums. You could argue that in my entire YouTube career is just one big tantrum. If you argue that, fuck you. Whatever. Subscribe.
Gaming disorder in Australia will become an increasing problem and an increasingly serious problem before it gets better.
Right, that's enough of current affair. Fuck you, current affair, and your shit experts. There's a lot of people that have said that violent games and violent movies and violent music is the cause of violence. Well, let me put this forward as just a little proposal, a little bit of an idea, all right? A little bit of a hypothesis, if you will. Maybe the 2017-2018 Australian government's budget may have something to do with the violent tendencies that we see in society, because they spent $34 billion on defence. And don't get me wrong, that is necessary in today's world, but they only spent $380 million on mental health. Do you see where I'm getting at here? Maybe a little bit of that $34 billion needs to be spent on the people who need it the most. But even that's not why people are violent. People have been violent forever. Have you heard of the Crusades? Have you heard of Genghis Khan? All right? People are inherently violent. And Fortnite wasn't around when Genghis Khan was fucking people up on a daily basis. So, in conclusion, you can hate on Fortnite as much as you want. But from every Fortnite player, fuck you, you dickhead. Ladies and gentlemen, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave it a like and let me know what you think down below as well. And how about this, ladies and gentlemen? You wouldn't fucking believe it. My Sydney show where I'm taping my special, my comedy special, holy shitballs, is sold out. But fear not, there is a second show added right after the main show. So there is now 2 shows on that same night. Halla fucking Lulia. That'll do. You good motherfuckers, I'm also coming to Baddo Bay. I'm coming to bloody Byron Bay. That's nearly sold out as well. That'll be hilarious. Jesus Christ, I'm freaking out about that. And don't forget Melbourne International Comedy Festival and the Adelaide Comedy Festival, or the Fringe Festival. You know what I'm talking about. Adelaide coming for you. Me dick Taxon, that'll do. Ladies and gentlemen, my name's Isaac Butterfield. I hope you have a lovely week. I'll see you in a couple of days with another video. Toodle fucking loo. Bye.